Good morning all my dear students. Welcome you all on these online classes on the behalf of Trinity Academy, Tapgar. My name is CP sir and here today we will deal with the science lecture. This is the class 8 science lecture number 1. This is your lecture number 1 for the class 8 board class. And we are going to start from the basic and first chapter, that is none other than agriculture management. Our topic is agriculture management. See the students, before starting the topic, we will just talk about the introduction. Okay. So here, what is our topic? Agriculture. You all are knowing that our India is what? Our India is the basically agriculture dependent country. If I talk about the overall population, so our 1/3 population is totally depend upon the agriculture. Okay, and that's why right now we are living in the developing stage. India is not a developed countries like other countries like America, some of the European countries. Here continuously we are developing, and if I talk about the agriculture, so either you are living in the city, urban area or the villages, we all are knowing that what is actually agriculture. If I talk about agriculture, so we know that agriculture is what? Agriculture is the kind of practice which is done by the farmers, where on the field, what is their basic work? They grow some of the crops. Why do they grow crops? Because these crops they sell. They sell all the crops products in the market. And why do they so? Because it is their occupation, and by this only they earn some kind of the money. And what we do, we generally purchase this crop product from the market. Why do we purchase the crops? Because crops is our food. In the earlier classes we have studied about the food. What kind of the food available for us? What is the need of food? What is the need of food? Food is the basic requirement for our human body. Why? Because whenever we are taking some kind of the food, we take food. Why? Because it provides us energy for our daily activities. Actually, as a human being, we do so many activities like running, like walking, like speaking, like doing some kind of the work, some kind of the physical work, it may be some kind of the mental work. So what kind of the works are there that we are doing on our daily basis? For all these activities, actually what is our requirement? Energy. And that's why what we do, we eat food. Not only we eat food, all the living organisms, other living organisms, like either it comes under the category of herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, they all do it because they also need some kind of the energy. So that we have studied so far in our previous classes, but today our main topic is the agriculture management. And what is our basic things you can see? I will brief these all the topics, but before that, what is agriculture? What is the definition of the agriculture? So what is agriculture in Hindi? Agriculture means what? Kheti. Okay, right now see what is the agriculture? You see, science. It is a kind of science. What kind of the science? Science that deals, otherwise that discuss for what? With the growing of plants. Growing of plant. These particular words are important. Growing of plants and animals also. Sometimes what we think, agriculture is totally dependent upon the plants, but it is not like so. It is also related to the animals. So the science which is related to the growing of the plants and also the animals for the human use, for our use, so that is known as the agriculture. What is agriculture again? Agriculture is nothing. It is a science actually which deals with the growing of the plants and also rearing of the animals. Either it is hen, either it is you can say what we rear actually cow, buffaloes for our needs. Sometimes we rear hen, sometimes we rear fishes. So it is related to both the things, animals also, plants also. So what we do, what the farmers do, they grow the plants also, they rear some kind of the animals. And why do they so? Because it is their occupation. So the science which is dealing actually with the growing of the plants and animals, and for our use, that is known as the agriculture. Right now see what we do in the agriculture. Here the word is coming, growing of plants. So actually what we grow the crops. What is the meaning of crops? You have seen so many crops, yes. What kind of the things that we are using? Either it is wheat, either it is maize, either it is vegetables, either it is fruits, either it is some oil crops. We have seen so many kinds of the crops. But right now, what is the crop? What is the definition of the crop? So nothing, plant of the same kind. Plant of the same kind, otherwise you can say plant of the same variety which is grown. Which is grown where? Which is grown under the soil, and after that cultivated. Cultivated means what? Finally we have to cut the crop, then only we will get the seed, then only we will get the grain. So plant of the same kind which is grown and cultivated on a large scale. These words are important here. On a large scale means in a bigger quantity. Okay, and where? At a one place. At a one place. Where? At a one place means what? At a particular field. So it is known as crop. So whenever we are going to talk about the crop, so 2-3 things are very much important. In a large scale and same variety of the crops. For example, you have seen that, actually we have seen that so many field, wheat field. So you have seen there are large plants of the wheat, millions of plants of the wheat you can say. If there is a field of the rice, you can see million of plants of the rice. All are grown at a particular place in a large quantity. So that is known as crop. Crop is not related to a single plant, it is related to the multiple plants which are grown together at a particular place. So very easy. What is the crop? Plant. If we are growing same varieties of the plants in a bigger quantity at a particular place, so it is considered as a crop. Right now some of the examples we can see. Generally what we eat? We eat chapati. How the chapati made from? Chapati is made from the flour of wheat. So wheat is our crop. Same kind we eat rice also. So rice, wheat, maize, jaw, millet, potato, mustard. Either it may be some of the fruits, example like apple, banana, cabbage. What kind of the things are there? All comes under the crop. You can see so many examples. Here I have written few. Next is the classification of the crop on the basis of their use. According to the use, how the crops can be classified, that I have written here 1, 2, 3 and 4. For example, when we are going to talk about the crop, so what is the thing? Cereals. First is the cereal. See, what is the meaning of cereal? Cereal means grains. That is our eatables. That is our basic food that we eat daily. What are the examples of the cereals? Cereals means grains. For example, wheat, rice, maize, millet. So these are our basic cereals. There are so many other examples too. But what is the meaning of cereal? Cereals means our basic food that we have to eat daily for our energy requirement. Either we are eating rice, either we are eating chapati. That does not matter. But the kind of the crop which are our basic need, which we have to eat daily, that is comes under the category of cereal. Second, what we eat? Pulses. Pulses, we eat pulses also, like gram. Okay, after that beans, after that soya beans. So all these crops comes under the category of pulses. Third is the vegetable and fruits. We have to eat vegetables also. We have to eat fruits also. So what kind of the vegetables? There are so many varieties of the vegetables. And that may vary according to the area to area. So what are the vegetables means what? Like cabbage, cauliflower, spinach. These are the vegetables. Banana, apple, orange, grapes, mango. Season by season we have seen so many varieties of the fruits too. Second is the oil seeds. Apart from these three, one another crop also comes which gives us oil. What kind of the oil? Actually I am going to talk about the vegetable oil. Vegetable oil. And that vegetable oil we use for cooking our vegetables and for cooking our dishes. For example, you can see groundnut. Right now it is going to be costly. What is the basic vegetable oil that we are using right now? That is none other than soya bean. You can say soya bean oil, sunflower oil, mustard oil, sesame oil, olive oil. Olive oil is very costly. So these are the oily crops that we have seen. Right now the next topic that is coming, horticulture. What is the horticulture? It is same, either it is same like agriculture. No, little difference is there. Horticulture means the branch of agriculture. It is also the branch of the agriculture that deals with the, otherwise which includes the study of ornamental. That word is important for you. Ornamental plants and orchard. These two words is only important. Means the branch of the agriculture here wherever we are growing the orchards. What is the meaning of the orchard? Orchard is nothing. It is the garden of the fruits, where we have seen so many varieties of the fruits. Either it may be the orchard of grapes, orchard of orange, orchard of apples, orchard of pomegranate. So different orchard we have seen. That is the branch of the agriculture which is dealing with the orchard, means garden of the fruits, either which is dealing with the ornamental. What is the meaning of ornamental? Ornamental means nothing, decorative. Ornamental means decorative plants. You can say simple flower plants. Flower plants. So in a simple language we can say also the branch of the agriculture wherever we are growing the flower, wherever we are growing the some kind of the fruits, either it may be decorative plants, either it may be ornamental plants. So this is known as what? Horticulture. After that we have to discuss about the classification of the crops according to the season. So right now we are just moving further. I am having the board also. See, the same topic I am going to write down here. Classification of crops according to the season. Crops, in short language we can say crops according to season. Crops according to season. Crops according to seasons, how they can be classified? They can be classified like first is the Rabi crop. Okay, first is the Kharif crop. Second is the Rabi crop. And our last and third one is the Jair crops. Because actually we have three seasons, that is the summer season. This is the summer season crops. This is the Jair means summer season crops, summer crops you can say. What about the Rabi crop? Rabi is the winter crops. Winter crop. And what about the Kharif? It is the rainy season crop. Rainy crop I can say. Alright, now see. According to the season, all the crops they have been actually divided into three categories. First is the Kharif crop, second is the Rabi crop, third is the Jair crop. What is the definition of the Kharif crop? Here I have written rainy. What is the meaning of rainy? Whenever the rain comes. So how we will say it? The kind of the crop which is grown in the rainy season. Kind of the crop which is grown in the rainy season, it is known as Kharif crop. Meaning is that actually Kharif crop, what is the duration of the Kharif crop? You can say July to October. July to October meaning is that this Kharif crop they have been grown on the field in the month of June, July, whenever the rain comes, and they can be harvested. They can be finally harvested means cut. Actually we cut the crops also. When the crops are going to be matured, we have to cut the crop. Then only we will get the grain. So the kind of the crop which is grown in the month of July and which is harvested at the end of the September you can say, October you can say. So these kind of crops are known as Kharif crop. In the another language you can say the crop which is grown in the rainy season, it is known as Kharif crop. Right now we will talk about the examples. What are the basic examples of the Kharif crop? So think Think and remember what kind of the crops actually farmers grow during the rainy season. So first point will come rice. After that maize. After that soybean. There are so many other examples also, but right now I have written 3. So these are the examples of the kharif crop which are actually grown during the rainy season. These are also known as rainy season crops. Why these are grown in the rainy season? Because they require large amount of water for their proper growth, and that's why we grow them during the rainy season. Same like that. Second is the rabi crop. Rabi crop, you have seen that I have written here winter crop. So the kind of the crop which are grown in the winter season. The kind of the crop which are grown in the winter season, it is known as rabi crop. What is the duration of the rabi crop for growing and the harvesting? I am going to write down here. So same like that, in the winter, whenever the winter starts, October, you can say October to March or April. You can say April. It depends upon whenever the farmers want to cut their crops. So the kind of the crop which are grown in the winter season, otherwise in another language you can also define like that. The kind of the crop which are grown during the early winter means October month, and which have been harvested from the field at the end of the April. This kind of the crops are known as rabi crop. What are the examples of the rabi crop? So here I am writing second point. Some of the examples you think and remember: wheat. Wheat is generally grown during the winter. After that, remember pea. Generally pea comes in the winter season. Remember some more: pea, wheat. After that, what you can say? Coriander. Some more example: wheat, pea, coriander. What are the crops which comes during the winter season? These are the examples of the rabi crops. Okay, no problem are there. Wheat, pea, coriander. Some pulses you can say. These are grown during this winter season. Third is the jaid crop. Jaid crops. What is the meaning of by jaid crops? Jaid crops is nothing. It is the summer season crops. The kind of the crop which are actually grown during the summer season, it is known as jaid crop. Actually, the duration of the jaid crop is little smaller. You can say it is grown after the April means May to July. So in between May to July, whenever the summer season comes, so this kind of comes under the category of jaid crops. What are the good examples of the jaid crop? So what kind of the things comes under the jaid crop? For example, you can say watermelon, because it comes during the summer season. Next is the muskmelon. Another cucumber. It also comes. Next is the gourd. These are the vegetables. Gourd means these are the vegetables. Next is the bitter gourd. Karela. Bitter gourd, karela, gourd, all loki you can say, cucumber, that is used in form of the salad. Muskmelon, watermelon. There are so many other examples also which are coming under the jaid crops. So this is all about the classification of the crops according to the season. It is one of the most important question also which generally comes in the board exam. Okay, right now our next is the agriculture practices. So I am going to rub the board. Agriculture practices. What do you mean by agriculture practices? Agriculture practices is nothing. It is the kind of the activities which is performed by the farmers in a particular sequence for the better production of the crop on the field. It is known as agriculture practices. Agriculture practices is very easy. Agriculture means related to the agriculture. Practices means kind of activities. So agriculture practice means what? Kind of activities. I am going to write down in a short form. Kind of activities activities performed by farmers. And what is the other word that is going to be very much important for you? Kind of the activities, series of kind of the activities which is actually performed by the farmers where on the field, in a particular sequence, in a particular series, for what? For the better yield. What is the meaning of yield here? Yield means what? Production. So this is known as agriculture practices. Known as, you can write down here, it is known as agriculture practices. Okay. So the kind of the activities which is actually performed by the farmers on the field in a particular series. That word is very much important. In a particular sequence. For what? For their better production of the crop. So it is known as agriculture practices. Okay. There are so many agriculture practices. So first I am going to write down. There are so many. So that sequence is very important. Learn it. First is the preparation of soil. Preparation of soil. We will discuss all these points in the brief. Right now I am giving you the little introduction. What do you mean by the preparation of soil? Preparation means what? We have to prepare the field. Why? Because in the field only we have to grow the crops. So preparation of soil is also, this is the one of the first step. This is the first step of the agriculture practice. It is one of the important step of the agriculture practices. Why? Because unless our soil is not ready, then we can't grow the crops well. Means that soil should be loosened, that soil should be contain some kind of the moisture, that soil should not be very much dry. So that we are going to discuss in the detail. What are the advantages of the preparation of soil, that we all going to discuss. Second is what? Second is the sowing of seeds. Sowing of seeds. See, what is the meaning of sowing? Sowing means growing. We have to sow the seed under the soil. Seeds. So that is the second step which comes after the preparation of soil. And what we have to do here? Nothing. We have to just sow our seeds. Before that, we have to select some good varieties of the seeds. So first we have to select some qualitative seeds. After that only we will grow them under the soil. What is our next step? Our next step is adding manures and fertilizers. This is your third step. Adding manures and fertilizers. Why? What is the need of adding manure and fertilizers? Because they contain so many nutrients, good nutrients. They provide good nutrients to the soil, and when these nutrients are provided by them to the soil, from soil only the roots of the plant, it absorbs the manure and fertilizer. They contain so many good nutrients which are very, very important for the growth of the plants. What kind of the nutrients you can say? Like nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, magnesium. We will discuss in the detail also. What is the manure? Manure is the organic substance. Fertilizer is the inorganic substance. It is prepared by human beings. It is prepared by the farmers. They are only on the field. Our next step is irrigation. Irrigation. What is the meaning of irrigation? We know it, giving water to the plants in a regular interval. Basically, same like that, without water we can't survive. Without water, plants also can't survive. So we have to give the water to the plants. Why? Because water is very much necessary for their proper growth. Because of the water only, they may be able to prepare their food. And that process already we are knowing, it is known as photosynthesis. So that irrigation also comes. After that we will discuss about the sources of the irrigation, what kind of the sources are there, how we can provide water to the plants, what is the importance of the irrigation, that we are going to discuss in detail also. Next step, our fifth step will be after the irrigation. What is there? Protection. Sorry, removal of weeds. Removal of weeds. What do you mean by weeds? Already we are knowing that when we grow the crops on the field, there are some unwanted plant. Some unwanted plants are also there. Some unwanted plants are also there which are present with our crops. These unwanted plants are known as weeds. So it is one of the most important step. Why? Because unless we are not removing the weeds from the field, so what they will do? They will consume the sunlight, they will consume the water, they will consume the space, they will consume the air. Actually, which are going to be important for our plants, they are consuming, and that's why their removal is very much necessary. After that, our next step is protection. Protection from pests. Protection from pests. What is the meaning of pest? Pest means insect. We know that there are so many insects which are present on the field, and what they do? They actually eat our plants. So many tiddies are there, so many you can say so many kinds of the insects are there which may damage our plant and they can affect our production, and that's why their protection is also much necessary. What is our next step? Our next step, you can say, protection from the pest. After that, what will come? After that, harvesting. Harvesting. What is the meaning of harvesting? Harvesting is nothing whenever our crops is very much ready, and after that finally we have to cut. We have to cut our crop yield. It is known as harvesting. What kind of, how we can harvest the plants, that we will discuss later on. Next is the threshing. What is the meaning of threshing? Threshing is nothing. Separation of grains from the rest parts of the plant. Actually, when we cut the crop, so we know that there are some other parts also like stalk, some of the chaff, some of the husk. So separation of the grains. Separation of the grains from the stalk of the plant, that is known as threshing. Now our next step is the winnowing. What do you mean by winnowing? Winnowing is nothing. Actually, when we harvesting the rice, so what is there? If you will see the grains of the rice initially, so it is covered by the husk. Husk means what? Chilka. So nothing. Separation of our grains, separation of our actual grains from the husk with the help of the wind, it is known as winnowing. And our last step is the storage. Storage of the grains. Storage, and you can say marketing. Finally, whenever farmers storage includes the mandis. Actually, where the our crop yield, what the farmers do? Farmers finally bring their product to the mandis. They sell their product to the mandis. In the mandis, in the warehouses, this all the crop yield, different varieties of the crop yield, it is stored properly. You can say silos are also there. Marketing means from there only it comes in the local market, and from there only we the consumers we purchase our crop yield. So these are the agriculture practices. Again, I am going to discuss preparation of the soil, sowing of the seeds. The sequence is very much necessary. Kind of the activities, these all are the kind of the activities performed by the farmers where on the field in a particular sequence. For what? For the better production of the plant, for the better production of the crop. It is known as what? Agriculture practices. Like preparation of the soils means soil will be ready, then only we will sow our seeds, sowing of the seeds. After that, adding manure and fertilizer because they provide sufficient nutrients. After that, giving water, that is called irrigation. After that, removal of the weeds because this may damage our crops. Protection from the pest. For that only we spray some kind of the insecticide, some kind of the fungicide, you can say. Harvesting means cutting of the crops. Threshing means separation of the what? Separation of the grains from the stalk of the plant. After that, winnowing means separation of the actual grain from the husk with the help of the wind. After that, finally storage and marketing. So here we are going to end up. In my next lecture, I will give you the detail of these agriculture practices, advantage of these agriculture practices. So till here we will meet soon. Thank you so much.